welcome back to Shots of Victory. I'm Blake. In today's video, we're talking about Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Night of Champions predictions, AEW, TNA, WWE news, NFL news, NBA playoff updates, and the series records and the series finale. So, as you can tell, we're not in the dungeon today, and we're all by myself. So, Rocky's out of town, and I have a solo episode, so let's see how this does. Send in hot takes. If you got hot takes, we'll take that in here. And then stick to like the halfway point, and we got a special surprise for y'all. So can't wait to show y'all that. Anyways, starting off with Raw, Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio promo interrupted by Io Sky. Sky takes both Dom and Liv out. So I'm guessing we're gonna go into a. It's like I don't know, cause Night of Champions. It's like too close to just be starting this feud. And then it's like Evolution. She's already had stuff with Nikki Bella, so unless it like gets scrapped immediately, then I really don't know why we're doing this unless we're gonna do it. But at the same time, like Io Sky literally won off just a random Raw. So I mean, at that point, you could also just no random Raw, just give it to Liv, which would be fine. Liv's been a dog this year, so I don't think anyone would complain with that. Asuka beats Raquel Rodriguez, Stephanie Valkyrie, and Ivy Nile after Rhea Ripley attacked Raquel. That was for the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament. She will be going to the semifinals on SmackDown against Alexa Bliss. It's fine. I don't want Raquel to win. I don't want Ivy Nile to win. I kind of want Steph, but at the same time, this was literally Asuka's return match, so it's fine. Asuka's not gonna win. Plus, if she wins, you can go after Io, and that's a good feud. So, and then me and Rocky have been predicting that it's just gonna be Jade that wins Queen. So it's either Asuka, which is friend versus friend, or it's Jade, which is gonna be friend versus if Naomi cashes in by then, friend versus friend. So I mean, it's a good story no matter what. But no, I'm guessing. I don't know why. Rocky was talking about how it was like it's gonna be Nikki Bella and Rhea versus Liv and Raquel, which would make this would make sense why Raquel is attacking. Why Rhea is attacking Raquel. Dom tells Finn to stay in the back during JD's match. Finn tells Roxanne Perez he has a plan for her. I mean, we'll see what the plan is. Gunther promo interrupted by a returning Goldberg, where they set up a championship match for Saturday Night Main Event in Atlanta. I think it's the show before the Evolution, so I'm guessing this Saturday Night's Main Event is going to be full of men's matches, well, because the women's are going to be all Evolution. So I'm guessing that's where which I mean is fine. I don't really care. And then I don't know why everyone's complaining about this match being on Saturday's Main Event, because Saturday's Main Event as it was, the matches were really short, so this match is going to be short on a short PLE. I mean, what are we calling it? Just a match? I don't know what we're calling Saturday's Main Event. But yeah, it's on there, so I mean, it's not much to complain about. Like, it probably won't even have a commercial run through it. But no, really, Gunther during the promo was just talking about his win, saying Jay was the better man just at Mania, and that's it, which is why Gunther won. He's calling Seth out, saying Seth's right there, so they come out, and instead of Seth coming out, though, it was Goldberg coming out. They had a little bit back and forth, and then Goldberg just said, "You're next," so the match got made official for Saturday's Main Event. I don't like everyone's hating it. I'm low-key excited to see it. I've never seen Goldberg in my time, so I'm ready. AJ Styles beats JD McDonough after the match. Judgment Day tried to jump him after he runs off with the title. It was an okay match. I mean, JD McDonough's like one of the best sellers in the company right now, so there's not much to complain about. AJ Styles, a dog. But yeah, he runs off the title, kind of. So we'll see what happens with that. Backstage, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller arguing while the New Day watch. if I remember correct, I think it was Bailey walking out to the ring. It's panning back. You can see Bailey, but also in the back, like in the left, you can see Grayson Waller sitting with the New Day. In theory, just yelling. So that's what it was. Bailey's walking out. She has a promo. Becky Lynch comes out. They have a match set next week for the title. Oh, I mean, Becky says no title, so it's just a match next week. I'm guessing this is just gonna lead into. I don't know, because it's not gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be a champ. I'm guessing Evolution. But because also later on in the night, Bailey's walking out. She comes into Lyra, says thanks for just stealing her title opportunity. Lyra's mad, so I think that Lyra will probably interfere in the match, causing the match to get DQ'd. So we get that at Evolution. Which again, me and Rocky have been calling that match happening at Evolution, and then Bailey versus Becky happening at SummerSlam. So, I mean, no ball. You got that down. AJ Styles gives the title back to Nick Aldis, and he tells him that he has a match at Night of Champions, so it will be Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles at Night of Champions. I don't think it's gonna be a good match. I'm excited for it, but I don't think they're gonna give AJ the title here. Honestly, I don't know if he even I don't know. I just don't see. It's been not that really good of a build for the feud, so I don't see them wanting to give it to AJ this quick. That's not quick. I mean, he's been a go with the company, but no, I really think honestly the only one who will be able to, the only people that can take it off of Dom is either Finn, someone in Braun's faction, or Penta. I don't think anyone else is gonna take that title off of Dom, and I don't want anyone else besides those people to take it off of Dom. AJ's good, but I guess Sheamus can also take it off. I low-key would love Sheamus to take it off. Sorry, that was really off track. But AJ doesn't really need it. I mean, yes, he deserves it because he's just been at work, just go with the company for this long. But I mean, again, he doesn't really need it. He's doing good right now as it is. Honestly, I kind of want him to be back in a tag team, like how he was with Omos, get him with a younger high flyer just to go. I don't know who. I mean, Mello, but Mello's a heel. I don't really want to see heel AJ again. I mean, I don't know. Loki put him in Fraction. That'd be fire. But I mean, we'll see how this match goes. We'll see also our predictions for this match because that's gonna be later in the episode. Nick Aldis makes the match between Becky and Bailey next week for the title. Next week on Raw for the title. So it's not for the title, even though Becky said it's not for the title. But that's just even more of a hint that Lyra is gonna get involved during the match. Either giving the win to Bailey, which I could see happening, and I low-key would like that they give it to Bailey. And then Becky wants, that's how you build in the feud, because Bailey gets the title, so she's automatically in the match. Becky wants her rematch, and then she's also mad at Lyra for costing her, so she wants for the title, which I low-key like that. Or Bailey attacks Bailey or something, but I don't see her attacking Bailey. I mean, because of the promo earlier in the night, it didn't seem like she was really mad. She was just yeah, she knew where Bailey was coming from and all that. So I mean, it's not. I don't think she's gonna Lyra's gonna be heel or mean towards Bailey during the match. If y'all get what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Nick Aldis was there because Adam Pearce had something going on. They announced it on Instagram and Twitter. But he had I think his family something going on, so that's why he wasn't here tonight. But anyways, Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan is called off due to Liv Morgan dislocating her shoulder during the match. It's been at first it was rumored it was hold up, let me make sure. Okay, well, he has that in, so I'm just talking about now. I don't really care. It's my show now. He ain't here. But no, it's expected to be a bigger shoulder injury than we thought. She's gonna be out for like 6 months, and I think it's 6 months. I think she's supposed to be out all of 2025, unless like it's either 2025 or she's come back at the Rumble, one of the two. But with her being the tag champ and all, they said they're not gonna take it off of her and kind of do what they did with Jade and Naomi. So they're just gonna have Jade or in this case Liv go off and have Naomi or in this case Roxanne Perez go on. And I think we're just gonna keep the same story. I think we're just gonna get Roxy and Raquel versus Nikki and Rhea, because I mean, as of right now, Roxy really has not had a story for it, and you could really just do the same thing for Liv. Now they like doing Nikki and Liv because I mean, Roxy is just so new that can say she's been a workhorse and just go after Nikki Bella for not shouting her out, and since she's the older. But we'll see. Shoulder injury sucks. Liv Morgan really has been doing her thing. As you saw earlier in the night, she was probably going to have a title match, probably going to win the title. Could have been at Saudi, but probably not anymore, so we'll see. Wish the best for Liv in recovery. We'll update you guys with any news if we get it. Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn promo backstage, where Zayn says he will deal with Kross after the PLE. I think he said first time he was something like he's gonna focus on King of the Ring now, and win or lose, he's going after Karrion Kross no matter what, which is good. I think it's gonna be the match. We might have a few matches, but I think after the matches, that's it for the Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn thing. And then I don't think we get heel Sami until like either at Rumble or during Rumble, or during the build up to Rumbles when he turns heel. I think we go all through SummerSlam, like that whole area. I think he's face. And then just maybe he throws hints at it like during the build for SummerSlam, but like I don't think he does until October-ish. Not even October, low key. Like I'm trying to think. I don't know, but he might show like glimpses of every now and then. I don't think it officially turns heel until build up for Rumble. Like I don't think he turns heel until like the time that when Johnson retires. I think that's gonna be roughly the same time as he turns heel. Jey Uso beats Big Bronson Reed, Rusev, and Sheamus. Interference in the match was caused by Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, Penta, and LA Knight. I think it was low-key just all towards Jey and Bronson Reed, but yeah. LA Knight being there, I mean, it kind of made sense. It didn't really make sense, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, LA Knight got cheated by Braun a few weeks ago. I think it was last week. And then got cheated by Seth, so it kind of makes sense for him to go after this. Sami Zayn, I mean, I guess, because, I mean, Seth. Penta was just weird because, I mean, he hasn't really had anything with Seth's faction. Like, yes, he had his interactions with Braun Breaker, like, I don't know what matches were. But he had that, I think it was during Mania. Build for Mania, Braun and Penta had that stuff, so I mean that kind of makes sense, but like I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's low-key fire. Seth Rollins comes out frustrated and wanting to beat up Jey and Cody. Wants to beat up Jey, but Cody is there to make the save. They have a little face-to-face because next week it's going to be Cody versus Jey. This was kind of just weird. Like I was talking to Rocky about it. It kind of just felt like an audible since the Kyrie and Liv match got cut so short. That just to have them come in and have that face-to-face, because really there was really no other way to have it. I feel like it's supposed to just end with Jey and Cody having that face-to-face, not Seth coming in, but then because the Liv match got cut so short, they had Seth come out tonight instead as well. But I'm not complaining. I mean, I want Seth and Cody again. I mean, now that he has Money in the Bank, Cody's going to go for that title. Once Seth cashes in, it's going to be fire. Because I think Cody still has not lost to Seth yet, so we'll see. Anyways, now on NXT. Thea Hale attacks Jada Parker before the match. Jada beats Thea since the referee didn't see Jada tapping. So the ref was right here. Thea was like had Jada locked up, but then Jada tapped on Thea's back, so like the ref couldn't see it. So Thea thought she won, and then Jada took advantage and won. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I low-key didn't want Thea to win. Thea really didn't need it. I think Jada's the better, like, needs it more than Thea does. I don't know if that. I look, you want Thea to either get called up or go back to Chase U. I think Chase U is honestly where Thea was her best. Hank and Tank congratulate Oba Femi on his win over Jasper Troy. Oba then tells Trick he sucks. I mean, can't really, not much to say about that. As y'all know, I literally don't watch NXT at all, so we'll see. Blake Monroe vignette on her choosing what dress she will wear for the NXT contract signing tonight. Again, it's kind of, if y'all watch AW, you'll know Mariah May was big into Toni Storm, big with her, so they're used to having that Hollywood like packages and stuff, so that's why they're leaning into this with her on NXT, which I like it because that's where she's like blossoms the best, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see how this contract signing goes tonight. Lash Legend beats Kalani Jordan to move on to the NXT Women's Title #1 Contender Tournament. I mean, I liked it. I low-key wanted Kalani, but Jada also needs it too, so I'm not really gonna tweak too much. Tony D'Angelo and Luca Crucifino argue in the ring. Stacks rolls up and Luca accidentally hits Tony. I think Stacks was just there. He was arguing with Tony. Then Luca tries to hit Stacks, but Stacks like dodges out of the way. He accidentally hits Tony. Kind of just leading on. Does Tony trust Luca or not? We'll see. I personally I don't know. I don't think you should trust Luca. I think the best way is just have Tony get betrayed by everyone and then just get called up. I don't know why they're low key. That match with Stacks should have been his last match. He should just get him called up. But with drafts being pushed back until after SummerSlam, I'm not surprised they're holding back like all of these stories, like Ricky Stark staying, Tony staying. So I'm not too mad about it. Casey Navarro is hurt, so Wesley is taking his place. So it'll be Trick, Wesley, and AJ Francis versus Briggs, Inumura, and Elijah. I'm excited. Wesley's finally back on TV. He's been stuck in Evolve for a while now. Don't really know why. He should have been called up with Mello. Chase U classroom segment where Andre Chase gets pissed at Kale and Uriah, so they walk out. I mean, yeah. Charlie Dempsey says that if Tavion Heights can beat Javon Evans, then he can leave the No Quarter Catch crew. Tavion Heights is gonna beat Javon Evans, and then Charlie Dempsey, I don't know what's gonna be for him. He's probably gonna do some. I hope not, though. I hope he just gets released. But I don't know. Tavion Heights is my favorite out of No Quarter Catch crew. Miles Bourne, I don't really like him, but I was Rocky's favorite, so I'm not gonna do this on too much. Yoshiki Inamura, Josh Briggs, and Elijah beat Trick Williams, Wesley, and AJ Francis. I think it was Yoshiki Inamura that pinned Trick Williams. So, trying to see. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, he has that, so I'm gonna wait to say that. But anyways, yeah, the Yoshiki Inumura will have a title shot against Trick next week, but Yoshiki gave that to Josh Briggs, so I think it'll be Josh Briggs versus Trick for the TNA title next week. I think they said it was, so we'll see how that goes. Low-key excited. I wish it was Yoshiki. He's the better wrestler, but Josh Briggs also is fine. Tony is mad backstage at Luca and gets even more pissed when he hears Stacks has a Heritage Cup match. Okay, I don't see it on his news. Okay. Anyways, Noam Dar is injured, so he is relinquishing the cup. So Stacks' match for the cup is just against vacated belt. I mean, is a vacated title, and the other competitor is now it's a surprise. Rocky was thinking it's Luca, which I mean, I guess, but doesn't really make sense for it to happen this quick. I don't know who else. I'm thinking Tony. It really makes sense the most for it to be Tony. But I mean, it also could just be Charlie Dempsey because that's what he does. Izzy Dame beats Zarya after Tatum Paxley accidentally scared Sulruka ringside by giving her a hug. I didn't want Izzy Dame to win. I wanted Zarya to win. Don't really have to explain myself. Jordan Grace beats Lola Vice to move on to the Fatal 4-Way #1 Contenders match next week. I mean, that made sense. It's Jordan Grace. She's not going to lose. Zarya is mad at Tatum Paxley backstage, and Izzy Dame tells her that she cares too much for Paxley. Zarya is mad at Tatum backstage, and Izzy Dame tells Tatum that she cares for her, so Paxley follows her. I don't know. I don't know. Blake Monroe officially signs her NXT's contract, but then gets confronted by Fatal Influence, who attacks her. I don't know when all this stuff's taking place, but how we're doing it right now, I really feel like Blake Monroe is gonna be JC Jane really soon for that title, because I think at Evolution we're gonna get. I think Blake Monroe is gonna be the champ by whenever this is. I think Blake Monroe is gonna beat JC Jane for the title whenever they do it. I think Blake Monroe is gonna be the champ at Evolution. That's like the best way to do it. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for NXT. Now on to SmackDown. SmackDown, as we said last week, we were there, so we will put in our little package of everything we got right now.
I am jealous that you have conned these people into believing the myth that you're the best in the world.
Y'all enjoyed that? Oh my gosh, my throat is so dry. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed that. We'll get into it now. Obviously, we were there, so we're gonna know a lot more, but a lot less since we can't really like see or hear what everyone's saying that much. Anyways, what I was saying was, like since we were in person, we can't really like hear what Joe or Wade were saying. So we can't hear what they were saying. We can't hear their takes on it. And since we're like watching the match, we can't really see all that's going in the match. So like, yeah. Anyways, before the match even started, there was a dark match with Hikuleo. This was his second dark match in a row. If y'all know Hick, he was low-key been in the company for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But he's related to the Tongans. The Tongans. But he just defeated a random jobber, and that was it. It was low-key a pretty good match. I thought it was going to be a squash. It low-key wasn't. It was kind of long. But then we had 2 speed matches. I think it was Nikita Lyons and Thea Hale, where Thea Hale won. Then it was Alba Fire versus BFAB, which I think Alba Fire won. So, pretty good. I mean, it's speed. I don't really care what goes on. Anyways, talk about the actual show now. LA Knight promo where Paul Heyman comes out. Then but yeah, LA Knight comes out talking about how Braun and Seth's group's just been cheating him. Paul Heyman comes out. He'd be talking his talk, saying he's the biggest LA Knight fan. LA Knight says he wants a match against Paul Heyman. And then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker come out. They attack LA Knight. LA Knight grabs a chair. He stands tall. Paul, Braun all walk back to the back. I mean, I'm guessing this is leading towards LA Knight versus Seth soon. I know as we said, like, I think it was last week. Wait, maybe, I don't know. But it's going to be, I don't want them to put the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. I'm hoping they, like, can push it back. I don't know. We'll just see where it goes. Anyways, Paul Heyman is calming down Bronson and Braun backstage. Reed versus LA Knight gets confirmed for tonight. Asuka beats Alexa Bliss to move on to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament against either Roxanne Perez or who's the other? Roxanne Perez or Jade Cargill. I don't know why I just cannot think of that name. I'm guessing Jade's gonna win. I'm guessing it's gonna be Jade versus Asuka. As I said earlier, those two easy storylines. I want Jade to win, but I'm also happy that Asuka's in it. I want to be mad if Asuka wins. Speaking of which, Jade Cargill interviewed backstage where she says she will beat Roxanne Perez and then beat Asuka and then be the women's Queen of the Ring. I think for gimmick wise and story wise, the Queen of the Ring kind of fits Jade the best. Like I feel like a crown's honors would fit best. But I low-key think like if we're trying to do the whole gimmick, I think it would work with Asuka really well. Alexa Bliss and the Secret Service have an argument backstage where Charlotte Flair challenges Chelsea Green to a match. She said Flair said she's not doing that to help Alexa, but because she lost and she blames on Chelsea. Aleister Black versus Kit Wilson happens, but then R-Truth comes out, attacks Kit, locks in an STF on him, and then the match gets canceled. R-Truth says he wants John Cena, then gets taken away by whatever they're called, refs, I guess. Ron is confronted by Aleister Black about getting involved. Damian Priest comes over and calms things down. I'm guessing this is leading towards Aleister Black versus Damian Priest, which low-key would be a banger match, so I'm excited to see that. I'm like that because they're still trying to make R-Truth that believable heel while also being that beloved babyface. So it's good. I'm low-key mad because I couldn't see Aleister Black wrestle, but it's fine. It was also said on commentary that whoever the other dude on Pretty Deadly is injured, so that's why they haven't been on TV for so long. Elton Prince has his name. Elton Prince is injured, so that's why they haven't been on TV. But so that's why it was only Kit Wilson. Yeah. Cody Rhodes comes out, then Jey Uso comes out. Jey Uso plays his song again. They be doing that. Sami Zayn and Randy Orton promo where they all compliment each other, saying they all deserve a top. Like, just since they're all four in it, they're all four faces and friends. Just saying they all four. Just saying why each other needs it, why each other doesn't need it. It was low-key weird because Cody didn't say a single word, but I think they cut Cody's promo out because they redid Jay's intro. Randy Orton beats Sami Zayn to move on to the finals of the King of the Ring match. That's fine. I low-key wanted Sami, but at the same time didn't want Sami because I didn't want Sami to win. But him losing to Randy is also better for story. So I'm guessing we're getting Randy versus Cody, which I'm low-key excited for because we can get that. Kind of what they do with KO. We can get that face versus face, and then Randy turns heel, so we get heel versus face. Cody. I'm excited for that. But I don't really want Jay because Randy versus Jay just doesn't really sound that good. Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton promo where they set up a last woman standing match for the title next week. Jax attacks Stratton, and then Naomi comes down to cash in her briefcase, but Nia's not allowed her to. I know everyone's like mad at Naomi and WWE for having these fake cash-ins. Low-key, I don't even care. I like it. It's not like she's just losing to Tiffy or something. Nia Jax has been attacking her. So it kind of also gets in that thing of, since Nia Jax isn't there to stop Naomi, what if she cashes in next week? Like, that's what I'm kind of not even really that mad about. Charlotte Flair beats Chelsea Green. After the match, the Secret Service attack, but Bliss fends them off. Bliss goes in for a handshake with Charlotte, but Charlotte just walks by, kind of just hinting at these two becoming a tag team. I'm guessing these two are going to win the tag titles. I don't think... So as of right now, it's going to be at Evolution. I think we're getting Roxy and Rhea versus Raquel and... Wait, no. Nikki and Rhea versus Raquel and Roxy. Which, I mean, that match is going to be Evolution. I'm excited for that. But I don't think Nikki and Rhea are going to win. Just because I don't see Nikki Bella being week to week or even month to month. And then Rhea should be in the title, like main title picture, not a tag title. But Charlotte and Alexa Bliss just kind of like, I feel like they'd be better than them as a tag team on SmackDown with the better women tag team division. And I think they'd just be better tag titles, to be honest. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu promo segment where Solo was kind of just pouring his heart out to Jacob, but Jacob don't like it. He says that the U.S. title is the problem between them two. JC Mateo comes out and attacks Fatu, but Jimmy comes down and makes the save. I'm guessing at some point we're going to get these two versus the two versus the two. Or if Solo and Jacob have a match, they're just going to be the ones fighting each other. But with Hick being in the picture soon, I'm guessing he's going to join Solo, and then Jay's just going to come back to Jimmy. So it's just going to be those three, and then whatever happens with Roman when Roman comes back. LA Knight versus Bronson Reed ends in DQ as Braun Breaker attacks LA Knight. 3 tsunamis are delivered to LA Knight. Again, as this always is, I'm guessing he's going to be out of action for a little bit. Maybe he comes back to stop Seth from cashing in, but I really think that's what Roman's going to do. So maybe he comes back to sabotage Braun or Bronson from winning a mid card title. Or maybe he comes back just with Roman when Roman comes back, or doesn't miss any time. But after 3 tsunamis, you're basically missing time. Jacob Fatu segment where backstage he says he's facing Solo Sikoa for the title at Night of Champions. I'm guessing Jacob retains. I've said it before that I don't think if the match doesn't happen at SummerSlam, I don't think Solo wins. So yeah. But I mean, I'm not excited for the match really. Solo in ring is horrible. It's just gonna be a bunch of shenanigans. I'm guessing some of the Tongans come back, or maybe not. I don't know. There's really been no updates on their injuries either, so it's kind of just up in the air if they're gonna come back soon or not. Ron Killings versus John Cena ends in DQ after John Cena hits Killings with the championship. CM Punk comes out and gets put through a table, and John Cena cuts his own pipe bomb on Punk. A recap for it, really, it was just, I kind of forget. Big things, he kind of just literally said everything. He said Punk is Mr. TKO. He called out Claudio Casanova, Nick Nemeth, and Matt Cardona. So that was pretty big. I know Matt Cardona called Punk Cena out after that. Also, I saw on a, I don't know how new this was, or like, yeah, I don't know how new it is, but Matt Cardona got attacked by Dark State at a TNA show, so we'll see how that is, if that leads to anywhere. But yeah, Cena was really just doing all that. But look that up for yourself so you can get the whole thing. Just that was really a big part. He just called out all of those AEW and TNA guys. On to our Night of Champions predictions. I think, yeah, Rocky said he's putting the title on. I got his things. I'm going to go through all of, so I got what he has. So starting off with Cody. We're both just going to have who we think the winners are. I think it's both, we both have Cody and Jade winning, so we're just going to have the same for that. But he has Randy versus Cody. He has Randy winning. I'm going to have Randy winning too. I don't really want Cody to go back in. I think the better match was Cody and Cena. Randy and Cena. He has Jade beating Perez, which I have too. He then has Asuka beats Jade. I don't see that. I have Jade winning. I think Naomi versus Jade is the match they want to have. And then I think at Mania it's going to be Bianca versus Jade versus Naomi. He has Dom retaining against AJ, which I do too. He has Cena retaining against Punk. I don't know. I might honestly take Punk winning this, but I think he gets cashed on immediately by Seth. So honestly, actually, I'm changing my thing. I'm gonna take Cody to beat Randy. I'm gonna have Punk to beat Cena, and then gets cashed in by Seth. So we get Seth versus Cody again. He has Fatu retaining against Solo, which I do too. So just go through this again. He has Randy. I have Cody. He has Asuka. I have Jade. We both have Dom. He has Cena. I have Punk. But then I have Seth leaving as champ after cashing in. And then we both have Fatu winning. So that's that. Again, as I said earlier, he has the title on that. Now on to WWE, AEW, and TNA news. It is being said that WWE will most likely be going back to 2 hour shows on the July 4th episode. I think this only goes for SmackDown. I think Raw's going to stick to its 2.5 hour time set. There are rumors of Britt Baker being close to gone from AEW and signing with WWE. I mean, honestly, I don't think she does either. I think she just sticks to being a dentist. But if she does, I think she's coming to WWE. Maybe she comes out of Evolution. I don't know. I don't even know where she. I don't want her on SmackDown. Wouldn't go. Maybe I think honestly NXT is where she should be. Maybe Raw, but I don't know. Earlier this week, Vince McMahon tried to buy BKFC Wrestling, but was declined. Rey Mysterio is expected to be back from his injury and in ring again around August, which is kind of upsetting to see since they're having Mexico Showdown, or whatever they're calling it, Super Show, in July. So I'm guessing he's still going to be there, cut a promo, but sucks that he can't wrestle. Jamie Hayter has been off TV because she got hurt in her match at Double or Nothing. WWE has said numerous times that they have no plan to bring back Alberto Del Rio, which is kind of obvious since they had him lose to Vikingo and spoiled the him losing to Vikingo. So I mean, it's kind of obvious. AEW is planning to book the AEW United title as a secondary championship. Elijah suffered a torn tricep in his NXT match and has already had surgery on it, so he's going to be out for a few months, but doesn't have any match against us since we don't really watch TNA. There's been many pitches for Ethan Page or Ricky Saints to join Seth's faction. Honestly, I don't really want to see 4. I think 3 is good for faction because you have that solo and then the duo. I don't think Ricky Saints would honestly fit that at all. Maybe Ethan, but honestly, I think Ethan's too egotistical to even join a group. So I don't really want any of them, those two in it. I know Rocky really wanted Ethan Page. I really wanted Bronson, and he was in it. So I think we're good where we are. Now, in the NFL news, the Baltimore Ravens have signed cornerback Jair Alexander to a 1-year contract. The secondary was already good. It just got even better. I still think they might have a chance at the Super Bowl. My problem is they just have no good receivers. I think Rashad Bateman does. Zay Flowers is always good, so we'll just see. The New Orleans Saints have decided to induct Tracy Porter and Brett Maxey into the Hall of Fame. Malik Neighbors is recovering well from his toe injury and expected to be back by training camp. Linebacker C.J. Mosley is retiring after 11 seasons in the NFL with the Ravens and the Jets. The New York Jets have signed Harris Memphis, a.k.a. Thicker Kicker. They cut Anderson Carlson. The Houston Texans have signed cornerback Damon Armetti after 3 years out of the NFL. Broncos rookie QB Shedeur Sanders has been cited twice this month for speeding. The Jaguars have just signed Travis Hunter as DB and receiver, so he's going to be playing both, which was known. So, yeah. NBA news. The Los Angeles Lakers have been purchased by Mark Walter for $10 billion. The Houston Rockets have extended their head coach, Ime Udoka, on a long-term deal. Speaking of the Houston Rockets, they have traded for Kevin Durant. They traded Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, their first-round 10th pick overall, and 5 second-rounders for just Kevin Durant straight up. As a Suns fan, I'm sad to see KD go, but also it's fine. We got a lot out of him. I think if we kept him anymore, his stock was going to go down. He hasn't really done anything for us. He's done good in matches, but really playoff wise, we've gone nowhere. Dylan Brooks, I'm happy we get that defensive person we needed. He was big in setting that defensive and just the whole attitude and stuff in Houston. So I'm glad that we get that. Him and Nick Richards are going to be good in this because they're both big, mean people, which we need. We kind of got some babies on the team, so I'm glad we get this defensive stuff. The 10th round over pick, I'm glad we get that. The 5 seconds, kind of weird, but I think we're going to use those for trade probably. And then Jalen Green. I'm happy. Jalen Green's good. He's young, which is what we need. But I don't know if we're going to keep him. I think we might use him and Beal in those fists for something. No, maybe Giannis. I don't want Giannis really. I don't know. We still need a center, so probably maybe trade for center. But also at the same time, maybe just trade Beal in those seconds for a center. I don't really want to trade Jalen Green. Jalen Green's good, but also I know how our team is with getting a bunch of big players on the same team. Because right now we have 3 point guards. But I think Jalen Green and Book can play well together. I don't know how Beal would go in there. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm picturing our starting lineup right now being Book, Green, Brooks, Richards and Dunn, which is fine. I really liked Richards. He didn't really get enough playing time last year because they had Mason Plumlee start every game for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the Suns go. I'm excited to see if we do any more trades. We trade Jalen Green, which has been really reported because we were looking into that before we even got him. We were looking to flip him, but we'll see. Just depends what we get for him. I want to keep him, but at the same time, I understand if we don't keep him. Ooh, my cat is snoring. The Pacers are trading their pick 23 in Mojiv King for their 2026 first round pick owned by the Pelicans. Wait, 2026, yeah, 2026 first round pick owned by the Pelicans. Yep. NBA playoff updates. Oh, I should probably open that. Thunder beat the Pacers 120 to 109. Jalen Williams 40 points, SGA 31 points. Pascal Siakam 28 points, TJ McConnell 18 points. Pacers beat the Thunder 108 to 91. Obi Toppin 20 points, Siakam double, SGA 21, J-Dub 16 points. The Thunder I guess at the time the Thunder were tied with the Pacers 3-3, but now the Game 7 has happened. Tyrese Haliburton tore his ACL in the first quarter, 5 minutes in. I think he had 9 points. Sucks to see. He would have had, I think, game of his life. You could tell he was angry. And this is what led to the 103 to 91 win by the OKC Thunder. Siakam had 16 points. Nembhard had 15 points. TJ McConnell had 16. And on the Thunder, Chet had 18. Williams had 20. SGA had 29. Let me see who won Finals MVP. I'm guessing it was SGA. Sorry about this, guys. We'll see. Okay, I think it's SGA. I'm just gonna assume, but yep. I know last week we said we had a game review. We're gonna wait till next week because 1, me and Rocky haven't finished it yet. 2, he's not here to give his 2 cents on it. So, yeah. Anyways, that's for this week's episode. Next week we have Raw, NXT, SmackDown. Results for non-champions. Champ results, I think. News for wrestling, NFL. Maybe news for NBA. Maybe NBA draft predictions. But, yep. Anyways, that's this week's episode. Thank you for watching Shots of Victory. Goodbye. Or don't.